what's up, everybody? It's Corey Noles here from Armchair Rockstar again. I want to thank everybody for coming back. Today we're going to do something a little different. We've been wanting to get into doing some reviews and things like that. And today what we have is the JHS Boss Collab Angry Driver, the JB-2. I've had this for a little while now, a few months, and I just absolutely love this thing. I don't even have another overdrive on my board anymore. So I thought this would be the perfect pedal for us to sit down and talk about and just kind of, walk you through the settings. This is Boss's first collab ever. JHS, I believe, has done another or two, but this is Boss's first dive into that, and it's really just a stellar pedal. What you have essentially is you have the full Angry Charlie circuit and the full Blues Driver circuit. You can take both of those, and what this pedal does is allow you to mix those in multiple ways to where you can blend those circuits together and figure out what you need and what you want. First, you have the straight JHS circuit, which is the Angry Charlie. The next circuit is the Boss Blues Driver, the classic pedal, been around forever, probably the most purchased driver in history if I had to guess. The next circuit, the next combination of circuits, what it does is allow you to switch on the fly between the Angry Charlie and the Blues Driver, which is a pretty cool function, but we're not going to go over that one today because I'm without a foot switch for whatever reason. Next, you get two series circuits. The first one, it's running the Angry Charlie into the Blues Driver. Creates a very different sound, but we'll go over that when we get there. After that, it flip-flops, and you're running the Blues Driver into the Angry Charlie, which is also completely different. After that, the final setting is a parallel setting. So instead of running them in series like this, you run them in parallel, and you get the full blast of each circuit, and you just kind of blend it with your level knob to get however much of each you want in your mix. What we're going to do is, in order to keep this comparing apples to apples, I found some settings that I like that seem to work across the board for where I like to be. We're going to play the same song for each setting, let you hear how the nuances change and kind of be able to better compare. It's the same guitar, same pickups, same cables, same everything. So you will be able to hear one next to the other and really be able to distinguish the differences. But we're going to start off with the Angry Charlie. So here we go. And there we go. That's your classic Angry Charlie sound. It's a little more rich. It's very boutiquey. It's just a smidge loose, which I kind of like in an overdrive. That's kind of my happy place. But next, we're going to switch over to this modded Blues Driver circuit. It's a little cleaner in the highs, but overall, I like this better than I like this standard Blues Driver. So I think this will go well. But let's let you guys hear it and decide what you think after I turn on the volume. As you can tell, the Blues Driver is a little bit tighter. Like I said, it's a little cleaner on the highs. And as you crank the gain up, I've got the gain on that, well, the drive, at probably 1 o'clock. So it's a little It's a little high, but if you crank it, that thing gets, straight metal. So what we're going to do now is we're going to skip the next circuit. That's the JHS and Boss, where you switch between the two independently while you're playing. It's a great setting. I'm just not equipped to do it justice, and all I'll do is continually knock this off of the table. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the first series circuit, where it's running the Angry Charlie into the Blues Driver. And this one is very different. It's a little fuzzy. It's a lot more metal. But here we go. Check it out. See, now I dig that setting. It's kind of all over the place. There's a lot of chaos there. Probably the best way to do it would be for me to back off the Blues Driver just a little bit, but I want to leave that alone for now. But it gets it's a much fuzzier tone. You can feel that it's like it's loose and tight all at the same time, if that makes any sense. And it's just very open, which I dig. So next, let's move over to the fifth circuit, which takes the Blues Driver and pushes it into the Angry Charlie, which is a very different sound from what we were just listening to. Is that on the right one? Yeah. All right. We're going to let this one go, and please forgive the hum during this one. These two settings, it gets pretty real. All right. All right. So with that one, it's interesting. It's a little warmer, less shrill and in your face. But what it does is it loosens it up just a little bit, and it really kind of lets the Blues Driver push through a little more on this one. I like that a lot. But my favorite setting is the one we're going to do next. We're going to move over to the parallel, and that is, out of this whole pedal, that is pretty much just where the knob lives for me. It gets just, I've got it set to get just a little more of the Angry Charlie through, which is about where it needs to be, at least in my opinion. But it's a great sound, and we'll mow through that one real quick, and then we'll talk a little more. See, now that one, it just has a cool touch to it that I really like. It feels more kind of traditional overdrive. I always say it reminds me of like the crunch channel on a Marshall. And playing through a twin reverb, that's something I'm really looking for once in a while. Overall, though, this pedal's a great deal. It's a great bargain at $199 MSRP. You can pick them up anywhere. Guitar Center, Sweetwater, Sam Ash, Reverb if you're into used. But totally, check into one of these. It's a lot of fun. We're doing a print review to go with it as well. So we're getting that written up today, and these will go together on the website. So, if you want more of the technical specs and a little more in-depth than what the video is, you'll definitely want to give that a read and check it out. But It's a great pedal. You can't go wrong with it, and it's from two of the best pedal companies around. So if you get your chance, get your hands on one. As always, if you have any questions or comments, you can shoot me an email. It'll be right here. Just shoot me a note. We'd love to hear from you. You can leave any comments, suggestions, chastise me, yell at me, whatever you need to do. It's fine. And we'll see you back here next time. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.